Okay, guys, welcome back. Today we have a new topic. We are going to talk about travel, our fifth topic. If you haven't seen the other topics, follow our playlist, IELTS Speaking Part 1, that has topic number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Without further ado, let's get started with the first question. Do you like traveling? Do you like traveling is our first question. Yes, I like traveling. I've been to many cities, but my kind of traveling is a little bit different from the classic way of people traveling, whereby they go to a place and visit for a while, then coming back home, etc. I usually love to first learn the language of the place I want to go and then travel to that place, trying to explore the culture and the people more than going to the beaches or the forests. Though I love the green, and sometimes if I have a chance to go hiking, I usually go hiking. But what's more important for me when it comes to travel is the culture and the people. So communicating with the local people as much as I can is what's more important to me when it's coming to travel. But at the same time, this is not something that I just do simply. I actually want to spend 3, 4, 5 months in that place, trying to get to know them, an opportunity that probably most people don't have. The second question: what's your favorite place you have ever visited? Well, I think among the places I've visited so far, and the places where I've been and I've made great friends and I've learned the culture, the language, and stayed for long, is Istanbul. Istanbul is a beautiful city, metropolitan city. It's like very cultured in terms of varieties. You have people coming from the Middle East, the Arabs, especially. You have the Kurdish people, have Armenians, you have the Turkish themselves, and we also have some groups, other small ethnicities coming from different parts of the world. So when it comes to Istanbul, is even more international. Well, you can find people from any other country. Just mention the country, and you can get a person coming from that country in Istanbul. So it's really beautiful by itself. The historical buildings, the sea, the food, etc. But also the composition of the city itself is just fascinating. Question number 3: do you prefer traveling alone or with others? Well, depends on where I go. When I'm moving from one country to another, I prefer to go alone. But within that country, I prefer to get together with other travelers and probably trying to explore local places, sometimes joining local groups, trying to see if I could learn more about the place. Why I prefer this? Because I usually believe when you go to a country with other people, you probably won't have the same amount of freedom to decide whether to stay at home or travel. You have to move like a group in most cases. So traveling in a group isn't something that I actually prefer. But when I go there after reaching my destination, I could follow some groups where I could decide whether to be with them or not with them, depending on my availability and comfortability, obviously. Question number 4: what's a place you'd love to visit in the future? Well, I love to see the Great Wall of China. So I'm trying to um, polish my Mandarin. I learned it a couple of years ago, so I'm looking forward to visiting China. And as I said, I'm much more of a person who wants to interact more with the people. Besides wanting to see the Great Wall of China, the biggest part of it would be interacting with the Chinese people, learning from them. Interacting with them, playing with them, seeing their culture, how they see the world, and I'm for human interactions more than seeing places and things. Even though when I have a place that I'm really curious about, like the Great Wall of China, obviously I would love to go and see it. But most of my time will be spent with people, interacting with them. The last question, which is question number 5: how do you usually prepare before a trip? Well, I usually live light. I could say I'm a minimalist. I don't have a lot of stuff, so whatever I have is something that I can also carry. And when I'm going on a trip, I don't have to think too much. I just know what I have. I carry everything, take them, and then go away. So that's the kind of life that I've created for myself. So I have the basics, like for self cleanliness. And then I prefer to have more than two pairs of shoes. So one for sports, especially basketball, and two of them for changing when I'm on the go, on the road. So if there's any emergency that I need probably shoes for the gym or running, I'll probably just find some cheap shoes wherever I am. And I probably wouldn't take them around so much if I'm kind of traveling a lot. But since I prefer to stay in one place for a very long time, it's usually not a problem. I could use my shoes for 3 months, 4 months before I move to the second location. So yeah, this is my way of living and also my way of traveling. So it's never a lot of preparation when it comes to moving from one place to another. Yeah, guys, so as you have seen, those are my sample answers to the best of my ability. I hope these answers have helped you to at least see how you're supposed to be answering these questions during the examinations. I know this is not exactly what you're going to say, but I'm just trying to give you the picture of the probability of what might be asked and the possible answers that you could give during the conversation. As you know, this exam is meant to measure the level of your English, the way you use the language, the comfortability you have, your fluency, your probably a little bit of grammar, sentence structure, organization of ideas, etc. So it's much more of how you use the language more than how you think about something. So your opinion or the places you have traveled, or if you have never traveled, you have to be free to express your personal experiences and the way you know them, not trying to formulate some answers that are not very close to your reality, because doing so would make the session even more complicated because you'll have to use extra energy to create a scenario that didn't happen, talking about things that have already happened or practicing before the examination is one of the best ways of preparing. The better the preparation, the easier the exam. So relax in the exam, but work hard during the preparation. So until our next video, take care of yourself. Let's say that we are going to go up to 50 different topics. We have 50 different topics. So we are going to answer them one after another. And this is the 50th topic. Looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Take care of yourself and best of luck.